Hi Leo, and welcome to Many Moons Tarot. My name is Kayla, and today we'll be pulling a simple 4-card spread for your weekly reading. So we're just going to make this super simple this week. So I have a new deck here. It's called Insta Tarot. It's kind of a fun little play on social media. So just some fun overall play on the traditional tarot deck. So we'll get an overall message here, as well as pull an Angel Oracle message here. Self-care card, as well as a feelings card. So maybe it's something, that'll help tie you to this reading. But with that, we're going to start shuffling the deck for the main message Spirit has for you this week, Leo. Can be love, could be finance, anything that you might be experiencing this week. Spirit will have a message for you. Just keep in mind this message might be for some Leos, Sun, Moon, and Venus, but it might not be for all Leos. So take what you will from this and leave the rest. We have 5 of Wands, so chaos and cuteness overload. My 5 kiddos having a blast with their beep beep toy hammers. Hashtag sibling love, hashtag family fun, hashtag beep beep hammers. So this is kind of silly. So, maybe you have some chaos going on in your life. Maybe it's with family, maybe it's with friends, maybe it's with your siblings. Maybe you have 5 siblings, not necessarily true. Maybe you have one sibling you're, clashing with right now, maybe, you're just having a little fun. This doesn't necessarily have to be a negative card. So 5 of Wands typically can be, chaos and, just giving up after a long fight, right? But I do think that this could be positive just in this light, but that's kind of what we have for your overall message for 5 of Wands here. Wands are fire signs, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Maybe you are dealing with a fellow fire sign, but we will see. Let's see what message we have from Oracle deck. We have 3636, change catalyst, embrace endings as opportunities for new beginnings. Your future is bright. So one of the other readings I just completed also got this card. So, it is, maybe a time of change in your life, right? Maybe, Leo season is coming up here next. So, maybe you're ending something that, you don't want to bring into this next, stage in your life. Maybe you are ready for new things in your life, and it's maybe been, kind of overwhelming you with this 5 of Wands energy. Just maybe it's kind of racking your mind, right? Like, just take something out of that if that makes a little bit of sense for you, Leo. Oh, we already did that deck. Let's grab a self-care card. So sometimes we forget to just take a moment out of our day. I think I read somewhere you need to have at least, or even just like 2 hours a day to yourself, right? Just 2 hours of free time to kind of decompress from the day. So we have rest, number 43. So I do see a shooting star. So maybe it's something, you've been really, really praying for and wishing that would come true, right? Maybe you go to sleep at night. Maybe it's like, it's exhausting you, chaos and all this fun energy going on, and, chaotic energy. It doesn't have to be fun. It could be whatever, this makes sense towards you. Maybe it's just telling you, take the time this week to rest. Maybe, you have a new opportunity in this card, it says. So, maybe you've started a new venture. Maybe you've started a new career. Maybe you have something going on fresh in your life, but it is requiring you to take a breath, take a little breather from, your everyday to day life. Just kind of recharge yourself, because I do feel that something is going really good here. So you are having some fun here as well, perhaps, but just kind of keep that in mind. Just take the time to relax and decompress, because at the end of the day, you can't change everybody. You can't change yourself overnight. Actually, you can't change anyone but yourself. So just keep that in mind. But finally, we're going to grab a feelings card, so something that, might tie into this a little bit further for you for this week, Leo. Something in your subconscious. So we have you are deserving. So I see lots of like rainbows in these readings. So, maybe, signs this week are just experiencing like a lot of hurt and like hopelessness almost. But with this you are deserving card, I feel like, maybe something has been just so like hard for you, right? Maybe, you're just trying to understand, like, why me? Like, why does this have to happen to me? But you are in charge of your life. You are this change catalyst. So I do see that maybe these double threes, I think, in my opinion, kind of relate to, working together, teamwork, cooperation. So, maybe you've been working with a lot of other people, and it's just you're not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, right? You've put so much effort into other people, but I do feel like you're worth, everything that you put your mind to. I do feel like for the week, just take the time to relax and reset, because I'm getting that Spirit wants to tell you, look, like, don't take everything so seriously. Take the time to breathe, and everything will be okay for you. So with that, Leo, I hope something here resonates for this message for you this week, and we will see you next time. Take care.